A long time ago, Ujjain was ruled by King Vikramaditya. He was an ideal king. He used to listen to the woes of his subjects every day in the royal court and would do his best to help them out. The people were happy with the kind and just king ruling over them. One day, a monk came to the royal court of the King Bikram. He did not speak a word. He merely gave a custard apple to the king and left. Every day, the monk would come and offer a custard apple to the king and then leave. The king would receive the fruit and hand it over to the treasurer. One day, when the monk left after giving the fruit, King Bikram did not give the fruit to the treasurer. Instead, he gave the fruit to a pet monkey of one of the royal guards. The monkey had come into the royal court, and as the monkey broke the fruit into two to eat it, a large shining gem emerged out of it. The monk had been giving one fruit each day to the king for the past 10 years now. So the king asked the treasurer, "Where are the fruits we received for so many years?" "Your Majesty," the treasurer replied, "I used to keep the fruits in the treasury. They all have spoiled now, but many shining gems lie where once I had hoarded the fruits." King Vikram grew thoughtful. The next day, when the monk arrived in the royal court, King Vikram asked, "Respected sir, you have offered such precious gems to me for 10 years now. Why have you done so?" Then the monk spoke up for the first time. He said, "O king, I have to meditate on a certain mantra. For this, I need the help of a brave person. I have done this to request you to help me achieve my aim." "Yes, I promise to help you in any way I can. What can I do for you?" said the king. The monk said, "O king, on the Amavas, a week from now, I will wait for you. You must come to meet me under the banyan tree that stands in the center of the cremation ground." "All right, I will be there," King Bikram promised. On the Amavas night, King Bikram dressed himself in black clothes, put a sandalwood mark on his forehead, and took up his sheathless sword in the hand. Then he left his capital city in the midnight, and no one knew anything about his departure. A few minutes later, King Bikram reached the cremation ground. It was a bit later than midnight. The only light came from some flames that still erupted from cremation fires. Skulls, skeletons, and bits of bones were scattered on the whole ground of cremation. Jackals and evil spirits were producing horrifying sounds that could shake the courage of the bravest man. But King Bikram moved on fearlessly, and his naked sword was shining in the reflection of the cremation pyre flames. Soon enough, King Bikram reached the banyan tree. The monk was sitting under the tree. King Bikram said, "Sir, I am here. Now tell me what I should do next." "O king, you must now walk towards the southern direction. After an hour or so, you will see a big banyan tree. On a thick branch of that tree, you will find a corpse. All you have to do is to get that corpse for me to enable me to perform some rites," instructed the monk to King Bikram. With these instructions, King Bikram left for the other banyan tree. As he was told by the monk, he soon reached the banyan tree. It had grown black due to the smoke from the cremation pyres. The foul smell of burning flesh was spread all around the tree. On a branch, a corpse hung in a way one slings a body on one's shoulders. With great courage, King Bikram approached the tree and climbed up. He took the hanging corpse from the branch and slung it on his shoulder. But the corpse slipped and fell to the ground, and a loud cry of pain came out of it. It seemed as if the corpse had some life in it. As the king went down to pick up the corpse, a laughter emanated from it. King Bikram realized that the corpse had been possessed by a betal. Suddenly, the corpse flew up in the air and hung back on the tree branch. But brave King Bikram climbed up the tree once again and slung the corpse onto his shoulder and walked on. after King Bikram had gone only a few steps, he heard a voice from the corpse. Betal was speaking to King Bikram. He said, "King Bikram, you have really worked hard to bring me down. You must be very tired. To relax you and to pass our time on the tedious way ahead, I will tell you a story. But beware, you must not speak a word while I tell the tale. If you speak up, I will fly back to the tree where I was hanging." King Bikram did not reply, and then the Betal narrated an interesting tale.